A teenage band that had a hit in the 60s and then split up is making a comeback some 50 years later.
Dan Roscone takes us inside the story of the Grimm. Dan, this band was on the road to success at one time.
Yeah, they sure were, Mark and Shauna. They had a hit single climbing the charts, record labels knocking at their door. Then all of a sudden, band members started dropping out and they vanished off the map. But now, the Grimm is back.
Okay, stand by.
A historical moment.
We got to be totally quiet.
For these musicians who are about to record a song written 50 years ago.
I went to town to find and the family.
This catchy vibe.
Standing on the corner, waving our guitar, looking back at me.
Is just one of dozens of lost tracks by a 60s teenage rock group called the Grimm. 5 boys who were on the fast track to success.
In the darkness of the night.
With a hit single called The Darkness and the Night.
I can hear them cry.
This was a Grimm back then.
Start to swell. Together we'll stand.
And this is the Grimm today, 50 years later.
Believe it or not, I am that one.
Greg Erickson is a lead vocalist.
That's me. Weird looking.
Greg Dickman, lead guitarist.
The ugliest one right here with the horn-rimmed glasses.
Denny Hill.
Well, there are a lot of great memories.
And Lane Ward on the drums.
I'm the guy over here.
And Marv Ellis on the bass guitar. All back together again for the first time.
Love it. I love it. These guys are wonderful.
Recording their original songs.
We're now working on our second album called Lost Tracks 2. All music from the 60s that at the time we wrote and recorded, but just remained unreleased.
They've been staying in that sack for 50 years, but...
These are the original tape recordings. More than 24 tracks of music. Never released to the public.
These guys were teenagers, they were high school guys, but they really sound great.
So good, music companies came knocking.
Record labels in California, Warner Brothers was interested in us.
There was a lot of demand on the radio.
But then, like a lot of bands, suddenly members started to drop out. 2 demissions.
Guess what, guys? I'm moving on, and it was a hard decision, very, very hard decision.
And 1 to the Vietnam War.
And it all just went...
The Grimm was no more.
It only takes one to first take a stand.
Until now. That's why on this day, these recordings are breathing new life.
I feel happy. It's great. It's great to rejoin with these guys.
Still sounding great. The Grimm released their first album last year. Their second album is due this summer, and then they plan to release a third. Most all the members have now retired and are now getting into their 70s. For more information on this story, go to our website, KUTV.com, click on Features, and Inside the Story.